Welcome to Gluteus Maxout, guys. My name is Devon. You have the opportunity to go as heavy as you like in this class. It's completely self-paced, and I'm not going to restrict you in the way that you want to lift. So basically, we're going to be doing a short warm-up of about 4 to 5 minutes. So it's a pretty short warm-up. And then we go straight into our strength set, where we'll be using the barbell. We will do 3 exercises for approximately 30 seconds each. Today will be a front squat, where the barbell will be front loaded, but you can always keep it on your back. We're then going to be taking it into a traditional back squat with the barbell, and then you're going to have the choice of either a Romanian deadlift or a good morning. So typically, we can go really heavy, but keep in mind the warm-up is only 4 to 5 minutes. Now these are supersets, so although we're only in the exercise for about 30 seconds, we will go through that set 3 times. Alright, so after the first round, I always give an extra like 10 or 15 seconds so you can make some adjustments to the bar as needed. You'll also be wearing a Versaloop, a band at the beginning, guys, with the bar. Green is easiest and purple is the hardest, and they're in degrees of difficulty. If you're not sure, feel free to grab one of each color. Okay, and it's not only going to be the color of the Versaloop that determines how tough that resistance is, but it's also going to be where we place it on the legs, and I'll explain that later on. So what we've got is 6 supersets ahead of us. The first superset is a tricep, means we've got 3 exercises, but after that, the remaining 5 supersets, there's only 2 exercises. We will be using a combination of the barbell. There's only, I think, 1 or 2 exercises where we're using just a single dumbbell. And today it's going to be a side lunge to a pistol squat. So if you can handle, I don't know, say somewhere between 12 and 20 pounds. And the other one is going to be a rear lunge into a staggered squat or a suitcase lift. So I've got a 15 for that, but I've got cycle after this, guys, so I'm just monitoring myself a little bit. We'll be using, like I said, the band today. If you snap the band, it's no problem, just come get another one, okay? You won't be in trouble, alright? For the max out, guys, typically in the max out, I'm supposed to make you do burpees and tub jumps and stuff like that, all that unpleasant stuff. But because this is such a strength-based class, what we're going to do instead is work with a kettlebell. Alright, so the max out today, we're going to do this exercise 4 times, 8 times, 12 times, and 16. I've got a 15 pound, and basically all it's going to be is a drop, pop, squat, and thrust. That will count as 1 rep. And we're going to do that 4 times, 8 times, 12 times, and 16. So if you have a heavy enough kettlebell, that will push you into your anaerobic threshold. It will take you to breathless, guys. Alright, I just did 2, and I'm already out of breath, so I'm in trouble. Alright, so what I've got here, we will be using the step today as well. So we're going to be doing some box jumps and some Bulgarian squats. You don't have to use the bench, but what I'm going to recommend, guys, is just put your foot in the center of the bench and just rock it and make sure it's solid on those risers, because you don't want to jump on that bench and have it give because somebody moved the risers, alright? Let me have a look at the time. We're starting in about now. So guys, I'm going to offer progressions and regressions the whole way. You work at your own level. This is your workout, all right? And if the progressions or regressions I give you are still not working for you, just get my attention and I'll give you another alternative exercise. You guys ready to warm up? All right, let's go. All right, yeah. Let's take it down to our squats. In and up. All right. So we're going to be doing a lot of squats today, guys, and we're going to be lifting pretty heavy. So we want to make sure we've got our technique correct. Just sit back in the heels, chest is up, and core is engaged. Just a little deeper. The name of the game today, guys, if you're going for gains and power, you want to go with heavier resistance and less repetitions. If you're looking to shred, lighter resistance and more reps. Little bit deeper now. Now start to bring it up onto the balls of the feet. That's it. You're going to see that later on with a barbell. Are you guys ready to add some hamstring curls? Let's take it in. Guys, start to drive the arms back pretty powerfully. We want to get that heart rate up. Ready to lift that heavy bar. Single, single. Double up. 2 singles. So what if you get lost? It's okay. You can just take the singles if you wish. You got it. Now guys, knees up, knees in. You got it. This is also wicked. Lower fibers of the abs. Driving the arms down. Guys, let's reach across the body. Take it in. Hi there. There you go. In up. Super. Guys, what we're going to do is take it to one leg only and it will tap to the side. After 4, in 3, 2, one leg only. Tap, tap, yeah. Down, out. You want to try and come a little bit lower. Start to ignite. That's it. Woo! Other side, you guys. Take it out, in. Excellent. You're looking strong. You're looking good. I'm excited for you today. 4 more, guys. In 4. In 3. We're going to take it to a plie squat. Take it out, wide squat. Down. Toes turn out. Down, up. Down. Super. Guys, we're going to do 1 plie, 1 curtsy with your left leg. 1 squat, left leg back. Boom. Plie, right leg back. Left leg. You got it. Let's just do 4 more, like that. When you do the curtsy, we square off shoulders and hips. 2 more. You got it. Guys, slow down, rear lunge, left leg. Back, drop to the right leg. In, down low. That's it. You got it. Chest stays up, driving through that front heel. Take it down. In, up. Super. You got it. Alright guys, from here, let's just march it out and in. March it out, in. Wide, narrow. Now you can stay right here. Or if you've got a little bit more juice, we're going to go ahead, take it into an optional pump squat. Like this. Bam, in, bam. That is optional if you're not ready to jump yet. You don't have to. That's it. Jumping jacks, let's wrap it up. Take it out. What I'm doing, guys, is I'm bending at the knees and I'm landing solid. Now, if that jumping jack is too much, then just take it here. Yeah. 4, in 3, in 2, and march it out. Good job, guys. Awesome. Look at me, I'm such a professional. Don't try and attempt this at home, guys. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I was watching my timer. Alright, guys. We're going to use a band at the same time we're using the bar. Because you get 2 for the price of 1 with me. There's a sale on at GMO. So guys, we're going to take the band. And we're going to take it about 1 inch above the knees. Alright? Take the hands around, make sure it's nice and flat. Now, your first one today, guys. You can decide how heavy you wish to go depending on how you feel and what I show you. Is a front squat, alright? So guys, all you're going to do is come down and up. So if you don't want to do a front squat, keep it on your back, alright? Second one is a back squat. Watch this, guys. I'm going to take it 3, 2, 1, and then up to the balls of my feet. 3, 2. Then what you have to do is really lock on the abs before you lift those heels. The last one, you can either do a good morning. With a good morning, slowly, guys, back as long as strong, head in line with the spine, and just ever such a slight bend in the knee. If you don't want to do a good morning, one hand over, one hand under, roll the shoulders back, and take it into your Romanian Deadlift. Alright guys, so those are our 3 exercises, double whammy with the band. We're going to go through each one. for approximately 30 seconds. All right, so we're going to take it to a front squat. If you don't want to go front, put it on your back, guys. Are you ready? Single time, 5, 6, 7. At your own pace, guys. Now you do not have to stay with the music, and you do not have to stay with me. So if that's too much on your wrist, because that bar is heavy, you just pop it on your back. There you go. All the weight is in the heels. Keep going, guys. What's going to happen? The front loaded bar is going to try and pull you out of alignment like this, right? You've got to keep those shoulder blades back. All the weight is in the heels. 4, 3, 2. Hold right there. Let's go ahead. Pop the bar onto the meaty part of the upper back if you haven't already. Are you ready, guys? Slow down and then a calf raise. Make sure you can feel that band. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Lock on the abs. That's it. So the minute you lift the heels, you're going to want to fall over, right? So the best way to catch your balance is to contract the abs as hard as you can. So again, we're creating a muscle chaos and confusion, right? We're sitting all the way back into the heels, and then we're almost tipping the body forward. You got to lock on. In 4, 3, beautiful, you guys. Now, you're either going to do a good morning or go to a Romanian deadlift. Either way, legs are almost straight, little bend in the knees to activate the hamstrings. Ready? Slowly. Either one, if you're doing the Romanian or the good morning, guys, it is important that you slow it down. Now, I want you to tune into your body. Feel the hamstring go tight, tighter, and at that tightest point, that is your body's way of telling you to get out of the exercise. If you go further than the maximum point of tension, the hamstring stops working, the lower back takes over, it becomes unsafe, and it becomes ineffective. So it's really important you learn about your body, guys. One more right here. Pull the abs in tight. You got it. And safely clean and press overhead. Nice start, you guys. All right, before we go into round 2, I'm going to give you about 10 or 15 seconds. I always do this after the first round. If you want to add more weight, go ahead. By the same token, if that band wasn't challenging enough and you want to upgrade to a blue or a purple, do so. So you want the legs wide enough apart that we have constant tension on the muscle from the band. All right, guys? So we're about to go back into the front squat, back squat, and those deadlifts, okay? Second time should be harder, all right? You should be definitely starting to feel the bite if you've got the right weight. So guys, in that front squat, palms up to the ceiling, fingers open. Are you ready to go again? Sure you are. All right, listen up. Pick up your weapon. Ready? And let's go, guys. Just single front squat at your own pace. Do you feel how aggressive this form of squat is? It goes super, super deep into the quadricep, right? Now, imagine that you could pull your navel in to touch your spine. You want to keep that chest lifted. You're looking for the logo of your shirt in the mirror ahead of you guys. And you are driving powerfully through the heels to come up. There you go, one more. Woo! And let's safely clean and press onto the back, guys. Down 3 and then a heel raise. Are you ready? Let's go. 3, 2, 1, up. That's it. Now you can hold at the top as long as you like. Again, a little bit of time under tension is very beneficial. So what you can do is go 1,000 at the top. Keep it going, guys. Keep it going. You want to imagine that you're sitting back into an invisible chair, sticking the butt behind you. Remember at the base of the movement, if you can wiggle the toes, that's your way to check your incorrect alignment with that strong headed shape. You got it in 4, 3, say with a good morning. This time I'm going to show you the deadlift. So you're doing a good morning, keep the bar up there. Romanian deadlift, one hand under, one hand over. Ready guys? Slowly, let's go. Think about coming down at least for a count of 3. Alright, we definitely don't want to be using speed with those good mornings. So think of the legs almost being straight. Just a tiny bend in the knees. Now our back is super vulnerable to injury. We call it unsupported forward flexion. So that is why we want to think about a long, strong spine. And we want to pull the navel in as tight as we can. We also want to limit that range of movement so the muscles of the posterior chain stay in control. In 4, in 3, in 2. Superb, you guys. Safely clean and press that bar overhead, place it down. Woo! Feeling warm now? I'm sweating, you guys. One more round to go, and then we're moving on to superset number 2. You can make any adjustments to the bar. By the same token, if the band is too much, you can take it off, or you can switch to dumbbells. Alright guys, let me just make sure everyone's got the opportunity to load up. Super, we're going back to that front squat. Alright my lovelies. So we're going to pick up the bar, palms up, fingers open. Ready guys? In your own time, here we go. And drive up. That's it. So now, especially as you get tired, your body is going to be tempted to fall forward and follow that weight. So what you need to do, keep going guys, you need to brace against that weight. You cannot let that barbell take over and pull you forward. So you've got to engage the abs, shoulders up, back and down. That's it. Really drive hard through the heels. You guys look awesome. Beautiful. You got 4 more. 3. Alright guys, we're going to take it into your back squat. Here we go. Meeting part of the upper back. Take your time descending. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Drive up. We call this a negative rep. Alright, so we're focusing on the eccentric phase of that squat. So as we come down slowly, the muscle is lengthening under tension. You got it guys. You think about it, every time you see people squat, right? They're always focused on the upward phase, the concentric. So it's really critical that we change up the type of contraction. That's it. See how long you can hold your balance at the top. Just a 1,000 with that heel raise. Lovely. Alright guys, we're going to finish off with the Romanian or the good morning. Pick your level. Are you ready? Core engage, elbows back. Ready? Let's go. 3. Now the good morning is very aggressive. If you're not used to training like this is one of those exercises that you're definitely going to feel it tomorrow. That's it. So you're going to feel the muscle will go tight, tighter, and then it will grab really tightly. And you must learn to recognize that feeling and then come out of the exercise as soon as you feel that really uncomfortable grab in the back of the thighs. That means you're in the right place. You want to imagine that you're holding a pencil between the shoulder blades to maintain that long spine and keep the head above the level of the heart. You got it guys. 3, 2, 1. Beautifully done. You are moving on to superset number 2 of 6. Good job you guys. Alright. You have the option. Yeah, we're losing the band now. You have the option to use the bench or not. You also may not feel comfortable using the bar. So if you're not comfortable with the bar, you can always go to a dumbbell. Now the first one, guys, is going to look like this. You're going to take the foot dead center and just staying on this one leg. You're going to come down and up. And we're only going to do 15 seconds on each side. The second one, guys, is an alternating front lunge. This is why I ask you to make sure your bench is steady on the risers before you attempt this. Your foot will come center, Drop down to a front lunge and then drive as hard as you can off that front heel. So that's alternating front lunges. So that's a little scary with a bar. Pick up a super heavy dumbbell. Hold it like that. All right, guys? If you don't want to do it on the bench, just on the floor. All right? All right, guys, if you're using a bar, let's load it up onto the meaty part of the upper back. If you're using a dumbbell, hold it in front. 1 foot dead center. Feet are hip width apart. You're keeping the chest up. 15 seconds on each leg. Are you ready, guys? 5, 6, 7. Now, completely at your own pace. Again, this music is 135 beats per minute. So that might be a little bit fast to execute this correctly, okay? Feel free to take that time under tension. In 3, 2, take your foot down, guys. Take your time, set it up on the other side. Are you ready? 15 seconds and let's go. Now, I want you to think that you've got a rope from the center of your head up to that ceiling tile ahead of you. All right, so you want to keep that body long and strong. You are driving through that front heel as opposed to that back foot. And hold right there. Now guys, we're going to alternate front lunges on the bench or on the floor. If you can't do lunges, you just do squats, okay? 5, 6, 7, and let's go. So you step, you lower, and then you drive back off that front heel. Once again, the abs are working overtime to keep you balanced. Now doing a front lunge on the bench is much, much harder. We call it a deficit, alright? It allows you to get a much deeper range of movement, alright? Much deeper than you'd be able to get on the floor. But on the same side that you have to be really, really careful. Again, tune into your body. Excellent. Looks good, you guys. In 4, 3, 2, very nice start. Hold right there. So from now on, each superset's only got those 2 exercises, okay? So we're going to be going back to that static lunge. Do you need to make any adjustments? You're all good? You're champing at the bit, you want to go? Alright, we can. Here we go, guys. Pick it up. Take that foot dead center. And let's go. So sometimes it's tempting to push into that back foot, the foot that's on the bench. We want to avoid doing that. That foot's just a balance, guys. You want to drive into that front heel. 4, 3, 2, and then we're going to take that onto the other side. Here we go. So the other foot dead center. Are you ready, guys? And let's go. Nice and easy. That's it. Holding everything in the abs. Keeping that chest up. Beautiful. Now every single repetition wants to count. That's it. So we want to come out of that comfort zone. We are being careful, but just take it a little bit deeper. And hold right there and dismount. We're going into front lunges on the bench or on the floor. Get ready, guys. 30 seconds. 5, 6, 7. Step. Drop. Now if you find you're wobbling or you feel unstable, you take the legs just a little bit wider apart. So think of the base of a triangle, right? The bigger that base, the more stable that foundation becomes. That's it. Now a common tendency when we're doing these lunges, guys, is to allow the upper body to fall forward. And we don't want that. So tall, like a ballerina, right? Tall and graceful like a dancer. You got it. In 4, in 3, how's those legs feeling? You're doing okay? All right. Hold right there, guys. Very, very nice. One more round to go and superset number 2 starts. We are flying through this, guys. If it's getting too much for you, remember your option is to do this, right? You can get a heavy dumbbell and do the same thing like this if it's getting too much for you. Last round, guys. Ding, ding, ding. Static lunges on the floor or on the bench. Ready? Safely clean and press. And let's go. That's it. You got it, guys. So think about every single phase of that movement, alright? Are you driving through that front heel? Is the core engaged? Is that chest lifted? Are you squeezing the shoulder blades together? Are you keeping the head up? And let's dismount, guys. We're going to take that to the other side. You got it. Ready? 15 seconds, off you go. You look awesome, guys. I really have no teaching points for you because you're all looking like trainers. You're looking like athletes out here. Very, very nice indeed. Good job, good job. And I see you guys are pushing the envelope with that range of movement. Good for you. 4, 3, 2, and hold there. So this is your final time with your alternating front lunges, floor or bench. Ready? And let's go, guys. So it's in, drop. Now if you're on the bench, I know it's not super easy, but as much as you can, try to get the foot towards the center of the bench. And the reason I say this, guys, is because if that heel hangs off the end and you're driving overweight, the Achilles tendon is going to take the brunt of that. And we don't want to sprain that tendon, right? So we want, as best as we can, to support the full foot in the center of the bench to keep you safe and injury-free. In 4, in 3, in 2, and hold right there. Oh, nice job, guys. Let's safely put that weight down. Now, normally with the band work, I have you standing. Not today, all right? We're gonna play. What I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna hit the legs hard, but I'm also gonna hit your abs. Does that sound a good deal? All right? So what I would do, if I was you, is double over the mat, because we're gonna be in a V-sit position. And if you're like me, really tender on the coccyx, on the lower vertebrae, the spinous processes, right? So what we're going to do for the first one is we're going to take the back down by the ankles. Keep in mind, if it's too hard at the ankles, you could come up to mid-calf or above. We're going to be back here, guys. So I'm holding in a V-sit, I'm holding it in the abs, and then I'm going to try and abduct. So this is going to hit the inner and outer thighs and the medials. The lower the legs are to the floor, the harder it is. Second exercise, same deal, but as one leg goes up, we're going to drive the other leg down. So both legs are working in the opposite direction. So it's going to get your abs really good. Are you up for that? If your abs get fried, just come down onto the elbows and that will take the work away from the abs. Deal? Alright. Told you, get back to your butt with me. 2 for 1, always. Alright, guys. If it's too hard around the ankles, my battery just died. If it's too hard around the ankles, take the band higher up the legs. Are you ready? V-sit abduction. Out. Now every single one counts, guys. Every single one counts. So, if that is too much on your abs, just take it back onto the elbows. Every single time, have a goal in mind that you can snap that back. How much power can you apply? I don't mind if you snap it, we've got another one. If you snap it, but then we upgrade you to the next color, alright? So if you've got a blue, you don't want the purple, right? Drive it out, guys. If you've got the right resistance, you're going to start to get that Charlie horse sensation. Hold right there. Now this next one is really hard. You're going to drive the legs in opposite direction. Are you ready, guys? Go. Drive. Drive. So not only are you driving that heel down to the floor, but the other leg, you're driving it up to the ceiling. That hurts, right? So you're going to feel that in the quadricep and into hip flexor. You may not be able to go as high, guys, and if you need to, just bend the knees and limit the range of movement. A bent knee will make it easier. Oh, I almost got Charlie horse then. In 4, almost 3, 2, and hold right there. Before we go into round 2, you still friends? If that's too much for you guys, take every single time. By holding in this V-sit, you're holding the core in an isometric contraction. We have core integration going on. So hopefully the abs are just as uncomfortable as the legs. Almost got that Charlie horse, right? You got it, guys. And remember, a bent knee also makes it easier. So the higher the legs and bending the knees will make it easier. Hold right there, guys. Are you ready? You're going to drive up and pull down at the same time. Hit the hip flexors and the quads. 5, 6, 7. Up. That's it. So both legs are working in opposite directions. Oh, I know. But you're doing great. You can always come down to the elbows. That's modification number 1. Modification number 2 is to bend the knees and limit the range of movement. Modification number 3 is to keep the legs higher up in the air. In 4, in 3, in 2. Hold right there. Woo! Feeling the heat? We should just go back to the step touches, right? Alright guys, one more round. You got this? 30 seconds each one, and we're moving on to superset number 4. We're golden. Are you ready? Hey, if it's too much, take the band off. It's okay. Ready? Let's go. Out. So down here would be the harder version because my legs are longer and they're lower to the floor. Alright, so a little bit easier would be to take the legs higher, limit the range of movement, and bending at the knee. That's it, guys. Can you hang on for 10 seconds? That's it. See if you can snap that band, right? That's how much power you want in the abductors and adductors. Hard muscle to get to. And hold right there. Alright guys, final time with that scissor. I know. You can lose the band if you need it. And let's go guys. Boom. That's it. Keep it going. So you're thinking about driving the leg up as hard as you can. And at the same time, pushing that heel down to the floor as hard as you can. You've got 15 seconds to go. You're doing amazing, guys. I've never said it would be easy, but it will be worth it, right? 5 seconds. 3, 2, and hold right there. Very, very nice. So the good news is you are already at superset number 4 of 6. The bad news is AMRAPs. Do you know what the AMRAPs are? As many reps as possible, but this means this block is 6 minutes. Each exercise we're holding for a whole minute, guys. So what I've done is I've made them hybrids so that you're thinking so much about executing the movement that you're not thinking about the time. In my delusional way of thinking, that's what I thought, right? So the first one, guys, heavy. I've got a 15 here. We're going to hold it like this. We're going to take it into a rear lunge. Then we're going to transfer the weight to the hand and take it into a suitcase or a staggered squat. Alright, so I'll show you again. It's rear lunge, the same leg, but the heel stays up, and I'm going to try and bring my butt down towards the heels, keeping my chest up. We're going to do 30 seconds on each side. The next one is a beast. We're going to take that heavy dumbbell. We're going to take it to a side lunge. Then we're going to step it in, and then take that toe forward. So I'm just adding a press. So it's a side lunge into a pistol squat. If you're really advanced, a pistol squat, you can do it without that heel touching down. If the front press is too much, leave it out. Front press is working the abs, guys, all right? So what we're gonna do is a rear lunge to a suitcase, all right? So we're gonna do 30 seconds on each side. All right, guys, I'm with you, ready? 5, 6, 7, rear lunge, and then transfer into a suitcase. That's it. So it's back. Do you see how I'm taking my arm out to counterbalance that weight and help keep my spine in neutral alignment? You got it. Also, when you come down to that stagger, you want to keep the shoulder blades back again So we're still looking for that length and strength in our spine. So we're staying tall like a dancer. That stagger is hard, guys. Very, very nice indeed. All right, guys, let's take that to the other side. Ready? Other leg. Back to a rear lunge. Transfer. Heel up. You got it. Woo! Very hard, right? Now that's too much doing the stagger. Just take it to a squat, right? If you prefer, you can do a rear lunge and then take it into a goblet squat instead of a stagger. There's always somewhere to go, guys. 8, 7. In a second, you're going to do a side lunge to a pistol squat. Ready? And hold right here. All right, guys. So now we're going to hold the weight like this because you're going to press away as you lunge out. Ready? Let's go. Toe forward and now toe up. Sit them up way back. Side lunge. Now if that press is too much for you, just hold it into the chest like this instead, right? You don't have to press away. Now guys, when you do the side lunge, the toe must stay forward to prevent overloading the knee. To get lower in the lunge, stick that butt to the back wall. When you do the pistol, sit the butt back as far as you can and keep that chest up. Nice job, guys. We're going to take that to the other side. Ready? And let's go. There's your side. There's your pistol. So a real pistol squat, you would keep that heel elevated off the floor. Alright, that's hard. I always recommend, if you can practice the pistol squat on the TRX, that's an amazing tool for helping you develop that pistol squat. You got it, guys. We've got 5 seconds to go. We're creating muscle chaos and confusion with this hybrid exercise. And hold right there. Woo! You okay? Alright. How are you doing with that weight? If you were honest with yourself, could you go heavier or are you good? Alright? Okay guys, we're going to go back to that rear lunge to your stagger. Look how I bring that back my butt down towards my heel and keep the chest up. Are you guys ready? You're like, yeah, come on, let's do this. Here we go. Hit it, guys. Back, chest up, into that stagger. So your modification, if you don't want to stagger, would be a goblet squat. Very nice with the arms. What happens when we take it into this unilaterally loaded stagger is it will pull the spine out of alignment. So by taking a hand out to counterbalance, we'll keep everything nicely aligned in that spine. You got it, guys. 4, you look amazing. Very nice. And let's take that to your other leg, guys. Reset, and let's go. So it's a rear, and then the head stays up. That's it. So again, as you go back into that rear lunge, if you're kind of doing this number like you're on a tightrope, all you need to do is take the legs just a little wider. The whole time, guys, you're driving through that front heel. You are attempting to bring that front thigh parallel to the floor. You got it. 90-degree angle behind both knees at the base of the lunge. In 4, 3, 2. All right. We're going to take that now into that side lunge, into a pistol. You don't have to keep the leg up. Are you ready? You don't have to press, guys. Let's go. The press just brings in the abdominals. There you go. So the toe is forward, and then the toe is up, and the butt goes all the way back. So you want to see how low you can go and how wide you can take that side lunge. Going wide isn't the problem, but to get low, it's all about sticking that butt to the window behind you. That's it. When you do the pistol, you want to keep that head up. You got it. Eventually you can start to just a centimeter. Maybe like one time out of every 4 reps. Something like that. Get a feel for how that works for you. The whole time you're using the abdominals to stabilize and support. Lovely guys, you've got 8 seconds to go. AMRAPs are a beast. But look at you, you're focusing so hard, it's awesome. In 4, 3, 2, good job, alright. Woo, you want a quick drink? Alright. One more round to go guys, one more round with those AMRAPs. Now, if the weight is getting too much, you can always lighten it up or lose the weight altogether in order to finish, alright? Third set, we should be taking you to failure. Are you guys ready for this? We're going to go back to that rear lunge, to that stagger. Goal is to get as low as you can. Are you ready? 5, 6, 7. Let's go rear lunge. And then shoulder blades back. So you know I tell you this in every class, right? We imagine that you have that pencil between the shoulder blades. And you don't want the pencil to drop out. So you've got to keep squeezing the shoulder blades together to keep that pencil in place. And that will help you maintain correct alignment during that stagger. Very nice. With that rear lunge, you're looking to take that knee as close to the floor as you can. Beautiful. Hold right there guys, let's take you onto the other leg. Are you ready? And let's go. So we take it down, the back heel stays up as you come down. So as you go down in that stagger guys, you want to feel it deep in that quadricep. Very nice. Looks good. All the way down. So you want to think about not just going through the motions, but making every single repetition work for you. You always want to remember your motivation for leg day, right? In 4, in 3, 2, super you guys, super. Alright, we're going to take it into that side lunge pistol for the final time. You can lose the weight if you need. 5, 6, 7, and go. Right. So it's pretty aggressive, right? When you go into that pistol squat, you should be feeling a bite, kind of at the top of the hamstrings and the base of the glute is right there. It's hard, you guys. But again, you want to think about form and technique. So when you go into that pistol, back is long and strong, the head is up. You're trying to stick that butt back. But same as the deadlift, take it to the point of maximum tension and you'll know, because it's uncomfortable. Guys, let's take to the other side for the final time. Ready? Let's go. Out. And in. Again. Out. And in. You got it. Looks good. That's it. Yeah, the press. Whenever we do exercises like this, whenever you press the weight away from the midline of the body, it engages the core. The core will naturally contract in a protective reflex. So we take advantage of that and we make it an ab exercise, right? In 4, in 3, 2, and hold right there, you guys. Beautifully done. Great news, you've made it to superset number 5 of 6. That's great news, right? So we're going to play with the bench. Now you don't have to, okay? I'm just going to turn my bench a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. So again, before we execute this, guys, make sure your bench has not moved and that it's steady on the risers, alright? So the first thing I'm going to do is a box jump. You don't have to do this, but watch this, guys. You're going to come up and you're going to land as quiet as you can. Alright, so once you've done the box jump though, before we dismount, we're going to attempt 2 deficit rear lunges. Now, if you don't want to do a box jump, you will step up, and if you don't want to lunge, you will just tap the legs back before you dismount, okay? So it's either a box with 2 deficit lunges or a step up with 2 rear taps. The next one is a side Bulgarian. So we're facing the benches now long ways. We're going to bring the hand up to the chest. Watch this, guys. You explosively bring the knee up towards the hand. Then you take the leg off the bench into a curtsy. So I'm switching legs, all right? Knee comes up to the hand, and then I take it down to a curtsy. If that's not good for you, do the whole thing on the floor. You guys ready? We're going to do box jumps and 2 lunges, or a step up and 2 rear taps. We're going to go for 45 seconds, guys. Are you ready? Check your bench one more time. All right, ready? Let's go. Jump, and then 2 rear lunges, and then jump up. That's it. So we're going to use the arms. Come as low as you can with that deficit, and jump up. Your modification. Step, step, tap, tap, step, step. Just like that. You got it, guys. So use the arms. Down to get up. And try and land as quietly as you can. Not that I care about the noise. We've already got loud everything in here, right? But by landing quietly, you're going to contract those muscles and exercise control. And hold right there. Woo! So guys, now you're long ways on the bench, alright? Standing to the side of the bench. You want to practice one together first? Let's practice one. Bring the hands up to the chest. Bring the knees up to the hand. Now the legs are from the bench. Take it down to the floor in a curtsy. Alright, you're underneath me. Alright. 22 seconds. Here we go, guys. And down. Now, if you really want to work hard on that Bulgarian, do an explosive drive through the leg. An explosive drive up. Yes, you guys. If you don't want to do the curtsy, take it to a rear lunge. And guys, we're going to take that to the other side. So you can either go over or change direction. Ready? Go. Up. Curtsy. Up. Curtsy. By the same token, you can do this all on the floor, right? Knee up. Curtsy. So you don't have to use the bench. Very nice. That's it. In 4, 3. Tough, isn't it? The up, down. And hold right there. Good job. Woo! You doing okay, guys? Alright. If you want, you can always borrow a riser from another bench if you want to challenge more. Otherwise, we're going back to the box jump with the rear lunges. Golden, alright, guys? Alright, here we go. 4, 3, 2, 45 seconds. Up. Rear. So that rear lunge is super hard from the top of the bench with that 3 risers, right? That's a long way to go. And of course, just like this, you can use a dumbbell for additional resistance. You got it, guys. Now, you guys are good at lunges now. We practice them a lot. So you still want the feet hip width apart. Driving all the way down and still driving through that front heel to come up. The more powerfully you jump up, the deeper you're going to go. And then into your rear lunge. In 3, 2, hey. I'm inspired by you guys. You're amazing. We're going to go back. How explosively can you drive the leg up like Muay Thai? Ready? Go. Shoot. Control. Shoot. Control. So if you do my ringside classes, where we have our body sequences, sure, it becomes like a Muay Thai knee, right? So we start to fire up those fast twitch muscle fibers. Good job, guys. Hold it. Take it to the other side. Ready? Let's go. And you still want to try and get that full range of movement as you come down. Super. You got it, guys. Get hard, right? In 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, guys. So we just We still got the max out and one more set to go. Alright guys, are you ready? Box jumps. Alright, so like I said, if you've hit failure, just step up or jump on the floor and do 2 lunges. Alright guys, 45 seconds and we'll say goodbye to this one. Ready? And let's go! How high can you jump? That's it, so you're going to take the arms back and use the arms to help you get up there. And as we did before guys, you want to try and focus on getting the feet dead center of the bench. For sure, we don't want those heels hanging off the end where you risk breaking the Achilles tendon, right? That's it. I know those lunges are getting hard. You can always modify with that cat back. You've got 5 seconds to go. 4, in 3. Super, you guys. And hold right there. Let's go ahead and take it to that Bulgarian. Alright, put them center. Power up. 5, 6, 7. Power. Control. That's it. So you want to try and keep the hands up at chest height, and the goal is to bring the knee up towards the hand. As you get tired, the hands are going to start to creep down to make it easier, right? So you've got to be aware of that. In 4, in 3, in 2, hold right there guys, take that to the other side. Are you ready? 5, 6, 7, go! Down. Bam, good job. So remember the deal with the curtsy, that rear crossover, the chest and the hips still stay aligned. You want to take advantage of that transverse lunge. In 4, 3, 2, and hold right there. Alright guys, nice job, nice job. Actually, you know what? I thought we were going to do the drop hop squat for the max out, and I just looked at my notes. We've actually got a figure 8 to a swing. So it's even harder. So we're going to be working the abs pretty intensely. So for the figure 8, for the max out guys, the goal is to push you into EPOC. That's exercise post-oxygen consumption. We're going to take you into your anaerobic threshold. Work hard for the next 3 minutes. You will continue to burn fat for the next 24 to 48 hours. So, I've got a 15-pound kettlebell. Feel free to grab anywhere from a 10 to a 30. So guys, all we're going to do, it looks like this. We're going to squat, taking it under both legs, and then drive it back to a swing. That's 1. And we're going to do it 4 times, 8 times, 12 times, and 16 times. Heavier is better. I need you to stay with me with this one though, okay? So no rushing. You cannot go fast with kettlebell, guys. It's the worst thing you can do. All right, you guys. Has anybody not used a kettlebell before? You're good? All right. All right, my lovelies. 1 second. All right, guys. Figure 8 under each leg. The swing always goes back first. Here we go. Under once. Swing back. That's 1. Under each leg. So we want to make sure you're getting a full squat. When the forearms touch the inner thighs, that is your cue to thrust through the lower body and drive it up to a swing. And hold right there. That is 4. Are you okay with the weight you've got? We're going for 8. 4, I've got to make my music. 5, 6, go. Sit. And you want to take that squat low. Swing up. If you want to make it harder, take that swing to an American. An American is all the way up above the head. A Russian is to shoulder height only. That's it, guys. Try and keep that chest up and the head above the level of the heart to prevent you getting dizzy. Keep driving through the heels. Now you should be getting breathless. You got it. This is 8. Woo! Hold right there. How's that breathing? You need to go heavier or you're okay. This time, we're going for 12. Ready? Figure 8. Squat. Up. Drive back. Awesome. Last set. 3 minutes of your workout left. And we are out of here. But you know me. You think it's going to be easy? Oh no. Oh no. Guys, we're going to use the bar. We're going to use the bar. And we're going to use the band. Alright. Now we're going to be doing hip thrusters of a sort. Alright? So you need to put a towel around the bar if you bruise easy at the hips. Now, I'm going to take the band above the knees. So first one, guys, what I'm going to do is take that bar up onto my hips. Now, what I'm going to do is my heels are down, my toes are up. I'm going to drive, extend, and down. Drive, and so we're alternating the leg extension. Alright, so you want the toes up, heels close to the butt to activate the glutes. Are you guys ready-ish? We're going to do, after that one, guys, sorry, my bad. The second exercise, you're here in the glute bridge, and what you're going to do is try and walk the legs away as far as you can. You may only manage 2 or 3 steps, and it's going to dig into the hamstring. Alright guys, glute bridge with an alternating leg lift. Ready? Start flat on the floor, toes up. Now, hips up, extend one leg, and then hips down. Hips up, extend one leg, and down. Now your legs want to be wide enough apart that you're definitely feeling that tension on the band, on those muscles. That's it guys. Now, you're driving through the heels to come up. That's why I want the toes up towards the ceiling. Remember I told you, the harder you drive into the heels, the more you're going to target the butt. In 3, 2. Now the next one is a beast. You can do it with or without the bar. You're going to try and walk the legs away from you. I'm just losing my bar so you can see me. You maybe get every 2 or 3 steps, guys. Are you ready? Toes up. Now, walk the feet away. 1, 2, you feel it bite in the hamstrings. Oh, and then bring it back in again. So if it's too much with the bar, lose the bar. That is seriously hard on the hamstrings, right? That is a beast, you guys. But what I'm trying to show you is the further away the heels are from the butt, the more you hit the hamstrings. The closer the heels are to the butt, the more you target your glutes. So when you're doing your hip thrusters, your foot placement will determine which muscles we're hitting. And hold right there. Alright guys, we're going to go back to alternating leg extensions with a hip thrust, with or without the bar. Are you ready? And let's go. Lift, extend, and lower. Lift, extend. So again, if you can do this with the toes constantly up to the ceiling, so you are driving through the heel. You want to keep the heels close to the butt so that we are targeting the glutes. Now, the abs are also working as well as the quadriceps as you take it into the leg extension. You got it, guys. One more, please. And hold right there. We're now going to walk the feet away with or without the bar. Ready? Go. I can literally only do like 4 baby steps, guys. I'm possibly moving a couple of inches only. So all I want you to feel is the difference. I want to feel that bite in the hamstring. If you start to feel it in the back, you've gone too far. So limit that range of movement. You got it, guys. In 10. Guys are killing it tonight. In 3, 2, hold right there. This is it, guys. Your final minute of your workout. You ready to take it home? Alright, guys, we're going back into that leg extension. Ready? Now, thrust up, extend, in, drop, thrust, in. That's it. So you want to feel the core activate as you take it into that hip thruster, that glute bridge thrust. Super, you guys. That's it. So you want to try and bring the hips off the floor and then extend the leg up. You got it. In 3, 2, last 30 seconds, guys. Let's go ahead and walk the feet away. Ready? Go. 30 seconds. Like I said, if you start to feel it in the back, you need to back off because you have gone too far. That's it. Keep it going. 15 seconds to go, guys. 15 seconds. In 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and hold right there. Very nice, guys. Let's go ahead, lose that bar, and I'm going to go ahead and cool you down. You were amazing this evening. Good job. You should be proud of yourselves. Let's take it on back, and let's take one foot up. And we're just going to flex and point. Patrick will be in here in 15 minutes with barbell strength. I will be in the cycle studio at 5:45 with edge. We're just going to go ahead, drop that foot down, and pull the leg in. Keep pulling it in so you feel that in the medials. Very nice. Let's go ahead, take that top knee down to the floor, arm in the opposite direction, and feel that opening up through the lats and through your glutes. And let's take that to the other side. We're going to take the leg up and just flex and point. The reason we're doing that, guys, we're just waiting for the hamstring to relax a little, and then we're going to pull in just a little closer. And then drop that foot down to the opposite knee. Pull it in, keep pulling it in till you feel that stretch. Take that top knee down to the floor and open the arm the opposite direction. And let's just take that onto the side, stacking the hips, straight line from the ear, shoulder, hip to knee. Now press that foot as hard as you can into the hands. Very good. Let's cross on over and just push that knee away from you. And let's take that foot under, and now we'll pop you onto the other side. So you want that feeling of falling forward rather than backwards, guys. So lean into it, press as hard as you can. You got it. And then cross on over and push away. Good job. Let's go ahead, sit back. And let's just walk the fingers away. Sit back onto the heels. Feel that stretch through the back, under the shoulders. From here, we're just going to come up, take the leg forward, and into that hip flexor. And other side. Right here. Good job, guys. We're just going to come on up, drop that shoulder down to the other side. And right here, drop down. And then come up one vertebrae at a time, roll the shoulders up, back and down. You guys were awesome tonight. Have yourselves a beautiful evening. I'll see you next time. Good job tonight.